audio check here real quick.
We've got some great tunes to go along with all the excitement on game time.
Mic check, mic check.
Broadcast fans. Athletic officials are seldom given the appreciation they deserve. They're given the responsibility and authority to enforce the rules of the game. Please treat the officials with the same good sportsmanship you treat the students. More music is coming up here on Game Time.
All right, folks. Looks like we are back. I told you it was going to be just a moment. We got a minute before we get this broadcast started. Desert Christian Douglas looking to Queen sweep the championship round. The Lady Bulldogs just took out the Lady Bobcats moments ago on Cool FM Live on the Benson Holiday Classic basketball tournament. And now we have the Douglas Bulldogs boys varsity team, the best transition basketball team I've ever seen in my entire life, going at it. Thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to have the Taylors go over there and sing our national anthem again right before we get the introductions underway, or after we get the introduction of the national. I'll shut up. Here we go. Trying to listen to what they're announcing and talk at the same time. It's like a problem with the whole society, right?
Improve high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. At tonight's game, the AIA asks you to watch and cheer for your team in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is an individual responsibility, and spectator behavior should represent respect for the opponent.
Dan, if you have any problems with the microphone, don't hesitate to
and the game officials.
Messenger.
The officials for tonight's game are Jeff Jewett, Jim Click, and Jim Warden. The officials are men who are assigned by the AIA commissioners to administer the rules of the game. Their experience and their integrity qualify them for their part in this interscholastic contest. Please remember to pursue victory with honor. And now for tonight's lineups.
Tell me Douglas doesn't do sports right. This is the intro for the team. Gotta love it, man. Shout out Benson. Did I say Douglas? I meant Benson. Whatever.
Starting for the Desert Christian Eagles. At guard, number 5, junior Tyson Dobbins. At guard, number 22, junior Cooper Payne. Playing forward this evening, number 33, junior Samuel Nuosu. At guard, number 25, sophomore Fernando Ayala. Playing center, number 55, sophomore Sammy Alday.
Sammy Alday is a sophomore. That means he is going to grow. That's something.
Jesse Craig and Troy Talbot.
Copyright check, copyright check. No copyright, no copyright, no copyright.
Douglas Bulldog. At point guard, number 14, senior Elmer Maitorena. At shooting guard, number 3, junior Ryan Max Dean. At this time, we ask you to please rise for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Dee Dee Moccasin and her kids, Peter Moccasin and Amy Taylor.
Talk about some national anthems in Cochise County, folks. There's the Taylor. Amy Taylor's the one I know. I was going to call them the Taylor family, but my goodness, do they know how to get this party started. Not to be outdone, Principal John Watts in Bisbee, Arizona. We've seen Buena put on, let their students sing the national anthem too, and I just love it every single time. But thank you, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live. Paul Quarter with Dan Powers at home producing this whole thing with the graphics, the scoreboard, and everything. I'm just here to tell the jokes. That was dumb. If you don't follow us, you don't know that that's my co-broadcaster's thing. So we are going to get this started. It's going to be a hard task to stop Samuel Alday for the Eagles of Desert Christian. 6'8", 6'9", only a sophomore. That is something, folks. And just Joshua Cazares, I think, is 22. They have him listed as 23. I hope that's correct. If not, don't hesitate to correct me in the chat, folks, as Desert Christian's going to get the ball first and get us started in our boys championship game for the Benson Holiday Classic. And Desert Christian's going to take an early three ball. That's going to be off the front iron. Tyson Dobbins couldn't get that to go. Long rebounds coming all the way out to Ayala from Nando Ayala. That's going to be Dobbins driving on the inside again. No good. Ball's going to be out on the Eagles, and Bulldogs will get their first possession. 24 seconds in, no score. Douglas Bulldogs. This is going to be something. This is going to be an interesting decision on how they play this game, because they're a team that gets out in transition, but with the size disadvantage on the inside, you feel like they have to allocate bodies and resources to get these rebounds. There they are setting up their motion offense, the very fast Douglas Bulldog team. They get into Ryan Felix, top of the key. Three ball up and good, nothing but net. Ryan Felix letting everyone know about this one, getting out in transition. Desert Christian driving on the inside, no. But a great hook there by Samuel Alday. That'll be there all day. 3-2 your score. Douglas with it. That's a great drive, but no finish there by Elmer Maturena. Called him Maturena the last time I did it the whole time. Egg on my face as he was introduced. Ball's going to be turned over, going right back to Desert Christian. It's 3-2. Douglas on top, just a minute gone. And the boys' championship game. This one's going to be thrown away. Diego Lopez comes up with the steal. He's going to dribble through a couple people. Diego Lopez getting that one out to Maturena. Ryan Felix wants another one. All three of those, no, can't get that one to go. A little bit of a heat check to start from Ryan Felix. Oh, okay. The zebra down there said it was pointing to Desert Christian, but I guess not. So here we go. Maturena Gets that ball inside. Nothing called. Looked like it might have been an up and down, but a good job battling, but the ball will not go in for Cazares. Again, I think that's Cazares, folks. If it's not, don't hesitate to correct me. That's a good trap by the Douglas Bulldogs, and it's going to force a turnover taken away by Cazares. And Ryan Felix, a lot of contact, but he's going to have the ball taken away from him. Dobbins going to the inside, puts it up, can't get it to go, and that's going to be a foul on the rebound on Ryan Felix. Periodically reading on the sponsors, the people that make this broadcast possible, like SSVEC for serving our community. Tyler Dobbins, he's going to get that three-pointer to go in. Now 5-2. The game's flipped as Desert Christian takes the lead. 5-3 rather. 5-3. Dan the Man. And putting up a wild shot on the inside. It's going to be Ronaldo Guerrero for the Douglas Bulldogs. Ill-advised shot, you might say, as well. Desert Christian coming right back up the court. Rebound. Good fight there from the Bulldogs. They're going to take this one all the way back up court, and that's going to be a foul called on number 22, Cooper Payne. Speaking of Payne, Big Keelan Payne was back in the building for the Benson Bobcats. Kid grew 2 inches and was throwing down dunks at halftime. That was fun to watch. Oh, we have some chats. Some people in the chat as we throw this one over. Ryan Felix spot up another three ball. 2 for 3. Ryan Felix gives the Bulldogs the lead. He's got all 6 of the Douglas Bulldog points here tonight. Adrian Fuentes says number 6 is to watch for Desert Christian. I think he means number 5, Tyler Dobbins. Going down transition. Douglas trying to save it. No, the pass just too far from Maitreina. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in the chat. I didn't have one. Dave Davies says, let's go, Diego. Lupita Tanabe says, go Bulldogs. Number 12, of course, talking about Reynaldo Guerrero. Guerrero, there we go. You can talk. You got a boy, Paul. You got English down. Ryan Felix is going to slow this down as the ball's turned over for the Douglas Bulldogs. 4:45 to play in this first quarter. 6-5. Douglas on top. Ryan Felix for his third three-pointer. No, that one's going to miss too. Good fight for the rebound. And again, I think that is Joshua Cazares. Dave Davies says Felix is a beast. I'm going to have these the comments up until my iPad goes. All these outlets didn't bring a charger for the iPad. This one's going to be thrown away. Good job. It's going to be Maitreina going up. Good Euro step underneath, but what a track down block. Doesn't matter. Diego Lopez with the offensive rebound, but he misses the putback opportunity. 6-5 with a chance to take the lead. There's Dobbins for Desert Christian. And that's going to be a travel called on number 5, Tyson Dobbins. More love for Guerrero in the chat. Number 12, they said, let's go Bulldogs. So a lot of love for the Douglas Bulldogs, as expected, being our lone Cochise County finalist for the boys. Hey, there we go. Reynaldo Guerrero. A lot of love in the chat. Gives it right back with that two-pointer. Soft touch. Nothing but net. Ball's going to be knocked away. Chased down by Guerrero, but the ball's going to come all the way out, and the three ball up and no good for Ayala. Diego Lopez for the Bulldogs is going to pull this one away. Diego, they're good in transition. He's going to have Maitreina open for three. He's going to be well short on that one. Looked like Elmer Maitreina just could not get the handle of the pass. This one's going to be kicked around and going back to the Douglas Bulldogs. 3:28 to play in the first. 8-5 your score line here in Benson, Arizona for the Benson Holiday Classic. Douglas Bulldogs on top. That substitution is going to give me a chance to thank Synergy Home Care. They provide non-medical home care for all of Cochise County and Santa Cruz County. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035. Elmer Maitreina, he's going to get a screen by Josiel Maldonado. Hasiel Maldonado, rather. I said that last time, too. It's Hasiel. I know it is. Tyson Dobbins going to come away with this steal for the Desert Christian. Good ball movement. They're going to have an elbow jumper. Good look, but just off the back iron by Cooper Payne. Rebound coming to Samuel Nwasu. Now Douglas getting away. A lot of second chance opportunities for Desert Christian. They can't capitalize. Ryan Felix pull up three-pointer. Ryan Felix 9 points in this first quarter. 11-5 Douglas on top, and they are fired up after that one. Turnaround elbow jumper. That is up and good from Fernando Ayala. Desert Christian not afraid to shoot the ball no matter where they are on the court. Ryan Felix for his fourth three-pointer. No, off the front iron. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be fought for, and that's going to go back to Desert Christian. Mauricio Alegria for the Douglas Bulldogs trying to get that back, but good job there by Fernando Ayala of the Eagles of Desert Christian, shielding him off and getting that ball back to the Eagles. Dave Davies in the chat says, bang! Sure, after that three-pointer. That's great defense from Ryan Felix. Active hands from the Douglas Bulldogs. He's going to take the turnover himself. He's going to slow it down. Good play from Ryan Felix. You know they can go quickly. He does go quickly, but that one's going to be swatted at the rim by Samuel Nwasu. Diego Lopez with it. He's going to kick this one out. Matereno to Ryan Felix. Good job getting his man in the air. The three ball up and no good. Ryan Felix missed his last two three-pointers. He's got 9 points. I think he's 3 of 7 now from three-point land. Ryan Felix been a superstar in this tournament. We all knew about Diego Lopez, and this is a coming out party for number 3 of the Douglas Bulldogs. This one's going to be an open shot up and no good for the Eagles. Diego Lopez saves it, but only as far as the Eagles of Desert Christian. Cooper Payne, who missed the three-pointer, gets the putback bucket. Matereno bringing the ball up for the Douglas Bulldogs. Ryan Felix, I guarantee you. Oh, he is going to pull it. Ryan Felix for three. No, can't get that to go. That's a good rebound in between 4 people. It looks like we're going to get a foul called. Number 15, Hasio Maldonado, fighting, and that is a tough ask against the Desert Christian Eagles. They have got size and athleticism, and going 1v4 to get that rebound. Very, very impressive. 1:18 to play. Douglas on top, 11-10 here. 23% on my iPad, folks. Get your comments in right now so I can read them off in the chat. Diego Lopez, not a lot of shots in this ball game. Noticeably absent on the score sheet. Douglas working this one around. Matereno, he's going to drive the inside. There's Diego Lopez for 3 off the front iron. Diego Lopez, we're used to seeing him make those all the time. In this tournament, not as sharp from three-point land, but Ryan Felix is still sharp defensively, goes up and lays that one off the glass. 13-10. Douglas on top of Desert Christian. 14-10. No, it's 13-10. And that's going to be an and one as they fix the scoreboard. Tyson Dobbins going in, making the bucket and a chance for a three-point play. Now 13-12 with this free throw, a chance for the Desert Christian Eagles to tie this ball game up. That's going to bring in a number 4, Raul Montano. Come on, Paul, you can say it. I do that every time. Coming in for the Douglas Bulldogs, Diego Lopez is going to go sit down for a second. That's a tie ball game after that and one opportunity by Dobbins, 13-13. That three ball is up and in and out, touched every part of the rim, just couldn't go in. The aforementioned Montano with that shot. 38 seconds to play in this first quarter. 13-13, high-flying action from the Eagles and the Bulldogs. End-to-end action if you're a soccer fan. Dobbins going to throw this one to the elbow. Ayala, he's going to dribble around. They finally get it into Alde, and that's all day for Alde, let me tell you. Only his second bucket, only his second field goal opportunity of the game. 15-13, Ryan Felix with the ball for the Douglas Bulldogs. They have their first deficit to overcome in this ball game. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ryan Felix looking for an open shot. Kicks it out. Elmer Materena. Back into Felix off the glass. Tie ball game, 15-15 going into the second quarter. What a game we have for our boys championship. Now I will pause a little bit because the girls game was 13-11 at the end of the first quarter, and then Douglas put it on them. So I'm not going to guarantee a good game like I did on that one. But what is showing in the first quarter for both of these teams? And in between quarters, folks, I'd like to thank the Ed Morse Automotive Group of Sierra Vista, formerly Lawely Automotive, supporting all of our athletes across Cochise County. Drive in today and experience the difference. Also, at Morse Automotive Group sponsors our $500 half-court make-it-take-it shot, which has been, I'm pretty sure that they thought the two people wouldn't have won it already. Now it's like it's a finance that they have to kind of, the scoreboards go off. Think about, there we go, they're back on. Also, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proudly supporting our athletes across Cochise County. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Ethel and her team. And finally, thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Dave Davies in the chat says, nasty dish on that one. I would agree with that one wholeheartedly. Dave Davies, of course, did our games yesterday where he was able to watch these Douglas Bulldogs play. All right, so black is going to be away. White is going to be home. That was the change on the scoreboard, 15-15. Thank goodness it was a tie ball game. We get this underway with Maithrena. Diego Lopez back on the court. He's going to go to area. Is going to throw that one up. No good again. This one's going to be a good offensive rebound as I'm behind the action by Cazares and out on Desert Christian. Douglas is going to get the ball underneath. Diego Lopez for three. There we go. That's much better from superstar Diego Lopez, giving Douglas the three-point lead, 18-15. Adrian Borquez in the chat, speaking of Lopez, says Sebastian Lopez from Bisbee is 2 points away from breaking 1,000. We're having a lot of kids do that, break this 1,000-point mark. Most notably, Rachel Thursby for Tombstone did it before this tournament. Ryan Felix, 9 points in this ballgame. He gets it all the way over to Elmer and Maithrena. Back to Guerrero. Wide open from the free throw line. Great bucket there by Reynaldo Guerrero. Now a 20-15 lead, 5-point lead for the Douglas Bulldogs. Desert Christian has to be careful. This is where the Bulldogs start scoring in bunches. A wide open on the inside, mishandled pass. Samuel Nwasu had a dunk, but unfortunately the pass goes through his hands. Miscommunication from the teams. And Douglas is going to get the ball back. Diego Lopez jumping to the inside. Ryan Felix for three off the front iron. That could have been a dagger in this first half. Tyson Dobbins going all the way down. Great defense by Elmer Maithrena from the Douglas Bulldogs. Could have been a foul. You know, Tyson Dobbins was going for that contact. Kept his composure as soon as he uncradled that ball, swatted it away. Ball underneath for Desert Christian. Dobbins will take the inbounds pass. They get this one inside. And it looks like that's going to be a foul underneath. Fernando Ayala was driving. I think Desert Christian has to find a way to get Samuel Alday the ball, because that is all day. He's 2 for 2, and he's also 9 feet tall. He could just reach up and touch the rim. It's not fair. Gets this one over to Dobbins. Tyson Dobbins on the inside. What a drive and what a layup. Tyson Dobbins. That is not easy to do. 20-17, and he's going to get a 4-point play as he steals the inbounds pass. Now 20-19, just a 1-point lead for the Douglas Bulldogs. Diego Lopez, 4-3 off the back iron, and you can see Diego Lopez and Ryan Felix want to get that three ball going. Good pass from Felix on the inside, not converted. Rebound's going to be knocked away, and Ryan Felix is going to come up with it again, and that's going to be a foul on Desert Christian, Tyson Dobbins. A good battling there from the Douglas Bulldogs, but the offense not there the way they want it to be. Richard Wilson giving Dave Davies some stick in the chat. Yogi, how you doing? Diego Lopez with the ball. Ryan Felix. He has 3 3-pointers, but he's missed his last 3, so he's going to be a little bit gun shy now. We know he can make him. Diego Lopez, he's got a wide open look from deep range, in and out, touched every part of the rim, didn't go into the net. Guerrero is going in, no, but that's a great follow. Here we go again by Haciel Maldonado. Unsung hero for the Douglas Bulldogs. I mean, that's an effort play, and the first effort play was going 1 before with the rebound. That's great ball movement from Desert Christian. Finished off by Nwasu for the Eagles on the inside, 22-21. Douglas on top, but only by 1. Diego Lopez gets over to Maldonado. There's Maithrena. He's trying to get that one to the inside. No good. Diego Lopez is going to save it. Good pass. Ryan Felix, he decides better against it. Maturena, they're working the open shots, but you can tell they're just not falling. So they really don't want to take them. That's from the free throw line. Diego Lopez is getting the most unkind rim I have ever seen in my entire life. I feel so bad for him. He's touched every part of this glass, and the ball just will not fall. Dave Davies saying he made 2 in a row. Watch the 40-minute mark. Look, Yogi, we're 40 years old, man. We're not going to be as good as we were at sports. Lopez is going to come away with the defensive rebound. Douglas fans right next to me don't like something. Ryan Felix for 3. No, he's gone stone cold from the three-point line. That's going to be a push on 1-5. That's going to be Hasiel Maldonado. Janeth Guerrero says Dogs are going to win. Janeth, is Reynaldo Guerrero or Guerrero? Because on the roster it says Guerrero, and I noticed your last name was Guerrero, and you're cheering on Reynaldo, so I'll just call him Guerrero for now. Tyson Dobbins he's going to go baseline on that, and he's going to get the reverse layup, Allen Iverson style, 23-22, and there's the Bulldogs in transition. Good defense from the Eagles of Desert Christian. Diego Lopez trying to finish at the rim, couldn't get it to go. And now the Eagles a chance to take their biggest lead. Tyson Dobbins, he's going to be fouled going to the inside, going to the line to shoot 2. Unsung defense from the Desert Christian Eagles. There's been no fast break opportunities for the Douglas Bulldogs. Diego Lopez and Ryan Felix, the two best at running that transition basketball that I've seen in person. And so far, good job getting back from Desert Christian. Tyson Dobbins up and good with the first one. Adrian Borges, coach of the Bisbee Pumas, says Tyson Dobbins is the person to watch for Desert Christian. He's putting on a show so far. Up and good with the second one, so now a 25-22 lead, 3-point lead for the Desert Christian Eagles. Ryan Felix with it. Douglas offense is getting open shots, but they're just a little bit gun shy, but not Diego Lopez. Up and good. Diego Lopez ties the ball game at 25 with that three-pointer. Everyone I know in basketball says shooters, just shoot. Just keep shooting. One day they're going to go in. A Euro step in the lane, but great defense. Diego Lopez is going to come up with the steal. Ryan Felix to Maturena. Elmer Maturena puts that one off the glass for 2 points. Maturena, I keep messing that up. 3:42 to play in the first half, a 2-point lead from the Douglas Bulldogs. And that's going to be a foul called on Guerrero. Reynaldo Guerrero with a hand check foul, 27-25 still. Desert Christian going to get this one near half court. Tyson Dobbins with the ball. Got to find a way to get Samuel Alday the ball. You could just throw it up to him. Oh, they do have open players. They're going to find one of them. Desert Christian, they're going to throw this over. Cooper Payne is going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Good off-the-ball movement and good vision from Desert Christian. Everyone on Desert Christian finding the open man. Cooper Payne a chance to come back and tie this ball game up for Desert Christian. No good with the first one. Substitution coming in for Desert Christian Eagles is going to be Keon Garang. I hope I spelled that right. I got the rosters off of Max Preps, and we all know about my handwriting. Payne up and good with the second one, so 27-26 now. Elmon Maturena bringing the ball up for the Douglas Bulldogs. Going to get this one over to Ryan Felix. Elbow decides better of it, but it jumps to the inside. Elmer now, Euro step on the inside. Diego Lopez behind his screen. That's 2 for 2 in his last 2 3-pointers. Diego Lopez extends the lead for the Douglas Bulldogs, 30-26 with 3 minutes to play in this first half. Tyson Dobbins with the ball for the Eagles. Throws this one over to Payne. Cooper Payne going to drive to the inside. He's going to go all the way. Diego Lopez swats it. That's a good follow. The bucket doesn't go, but the good follow again. as Cooper Payne puts that one in. And he's going to get Cooper Payne doing all the work, gets the basket, gets the steal, draws the foul, a 2-point lead for the Douglas Bulldogs, and I think they are in the bonus. So Cooper Payne with a chance to tie this ball game up. Hush falls over the crowd. Payne up and no good with the first one. Substitution. Osio Maldonado going to the bench. Mauricio Alegria coming on for the Douglas Bulldogs. Payne up and no good with either of them. A fight underneath. Good rebound there from Guerrero from the Bulldogs. Ryan Felix out in transition. You're going to hear that a lot, folks. Ryan Felix driving in. Dishes it. Guerrero. Good touch. Baseline jumper. Up and good for the Douglas Bulldog. 32-28 your score now. If you see the camera shake, there is a little bit of a toddler who just got into my area. Good pass underneath. Diego Lopez swats that away. That is Lopez's third block of the game, not allowing anything on the inside. Ball will go back to Desert Christian. Inbounds from Dobbins. That's going to go all the way around. Oh, Ryan Felix was able to momentarily knock it away for the Douglas Bulldogs, but it's going to go back to Desert Christian. 2:10 to play, 32-28. Bulldogs on top of the Eagles. Good job from Dan the Man. Our graphics layer, scoreboard keeper, has to pay attention because I don't have anything watching the scoreboard right now. That's going to be Dobbins for three. Tyson Dobbins makes it a one-point game again for Desert Christian. Matrena going to try to drive. He's going to lose control. The ball picked up by Desert Christian. An opportunity to take the lead, but a good job tracking back by Raul Montano. Or Mauricio Alegria, sorry, for the Douglas Bulldogs. Ball will stay underneath with Desert Christian. 1:44 to play. That's going to be Dobbins. Saves the ball. Physicality underneath. No call. Douglas fighting through screens. Double screen. Dobbins pulls up the three. No good. Rebound to Desert Christian. Good head fake. They got to look inside. Good Euro step. Just can't finish. The offensive rebound. Can't get put back in, and that's going to be a jump ball. Diego Lopez coming down with the defensive rebound. Possession arrow going to the Douglas Bulldogs. I want Douglas versus Bueno. I want to watch that game. They had it last year. Broadcast that game. I believe Bueno won. Ryan Felix with the ball now. Matrena. Good defense by Cooper Payne. We get this out. Diego Lopez going to spot a deep one. Diego Lopez is on fire. That's three straight three-pointers, and they have not been easy looks for Diego Lopez. 35-31. Superstars take games over when it's time for them to take games over, and that's what Diego Lopez is doing for the Douglas Bulldogs. Tyson Dobbins, speaking of superstars, has it for Desert Christian. Ryan Felix from behind with the interception, and Felix, the easy layup, extending that Bulldog lead now to 37-31 with 40 seconds to play in the first half. They score in bunches, folks. I try to tell you. And that's another turnover. Douglas again in transition. This is where they do most of their damage. And Ryan Felix again with the easy layup. 39-31. Tyson Dobbins has to slow this down. Desert Christian, that'll do it. There's a reach-in foul. But my goodness, what an explosion from the Douglas Bulldogs. 39-31 as we come to a close here with 21 seconds to go in the first half. You cannot gift the Douglas Bulldogs transition opportunities. They will capitalize every single time, and Desert Christian is finding that out the hard way right now tonight. I have noticed that for Desert Christian, super sophomore Samuel Alday has been on the bench for most of this run for the Douglas Bulldogs. First one up and good from Tyson Dobbins. Dobbins, the big scorer for the Eagles, single-handedly offensively trying to keep his team in it. Second one good as well from Dobbins. Has he missed a free throw? I don't think so. 21 seconds, 39-33. Douglas now with the ball. That's Bruno Maturana. Felix passes this one over. Bruno with it now. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Bruno trying to throw it out to Diego Lopez. And good defense there. Looked like number 23 for Desert Christian, Logan Benson. Ryan Felix now. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's going to pop a three. Hasn't made one since the first quarter. And there it is. Ryan Felix ending the half with the three-pointer. A 9-point lead going into halftime. Douglas Bulldogs on top of Desert Christian, 42-33. What a way to end that first half, folks. At halftime, I will be thanking the Copper Queen Community Hospital for all of their support on Cool FM Live Sports. Been a sponsor since we started. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Benson or Douglas, providing the highest quality care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. As Dave Davies in the chat says, bang, that bang. Brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Find them on Facebook, serving all of Cochise County, veteran-owned and operated. Thank you as well to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. For all of your landscaping needs, Grasshopper services all of Cochise County. Thank you as well to Ginger Saddles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Tri Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. Visit gingersaddles.com. Thank you to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, as we have Good Job Bulldogs in the chat by Michelle Romero. Sierra Vista Soap Company has locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them in the mall at Sierra Vista or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. And finally, thank you to Aloe Fiber, your new home for TV, internet, and phone in Sierra Vista. Find them at aloefiber.com, or you can find all those trucks building the infrastructure, which I hope they are ready for. We're going to have a lot of people switching to Aloe Fiber in the coming months. So 42-33 is the Douglas boys team tries to repeat what the Douglas girls team did and come out of the Benson Holiday Classic as champions. We did get some recognition for the girls tournament that we will get afterwards. Third place was Tombstone. Second place was Benson. First place was Douglas, and also the all-tournament team. Alyssa Lopez from the Bisbee Pumas was called earlier before Bisbee left. Then Tombstone had Rachel Thursby and Alvarez. I think it's Daniela Alvarez, the freshman for Tombstone. Douglas, of course, had Scarlett Ruiz and Francia Rubio on the team, and the MVP of the tournament, as voted on by coaches and referees, was Kaylee Taylor from the Benson Bobcats. And I'll tell you something, folks. I didn't think Kaylee Taylor last year could get better, and she is. And I don't know how that's possible, but she is. Either which way, there's just a few minutes before we come back into the action. I'm going to mute my mic for the copyright reasons, and we will be right back to broadcast the second half. Bulldogs on top, 42-33. You can start that 30-second timer, Danimal. Welcome back, everybody. Just a minute to go in this until we are back and ready to go. I trust that Dan's got me on right now. We shall see. As you can see, all of our great sponsors going through the Cool FM live video feed. Hey, we're here. All right, cool. Thank you, Dan. Don't have the audio check going, so hopefully it's back up. Actually, let me go ahead and start that. That'd be stupid of me not to. (42-33) as we rejoin action here in the Benson Holiday Classic Championship ball game. Douglas Bulldogs on top of the Desert Christian Eagles. Ready to go now? I think it's working. Dan, I think you need to unmute the stream. I think that's what's going on right now as we get started with an early three ball and a good putback from Cooper Payne for Desert Christian. That's going to cut that lead down to 7 points, 42-35. Douglas on top, Diego Lopez, who caught fire. What a shot from Diego Lopez. The reverse 360 at the rim. Are you kidding me with that one? Nwosu trying to answer and does get it over to Cooper Payne. Oh, turns out I was just muted. Never mind, Danimal, you're good. 46-37 your score after that basket exchange from the Douglas Bulldogs and their Desert Christian Eagles. That's going to be Tyson Dobbins going to the inside, and he will be fouled, going to the line to shoot two. So our score 46-37 as Tyson Dobbins goes to the line to shoot two free throws and try to cut this lead of the Douglas Bulldogs back down to 7. First one up and no good. These free throws brought to you by SSVEC, serving our community. And Douglas bringing the ball back up. Elmer Maithrena. He's going to cross up a couple times. Euro step into the lane. What a layup from Elmer Maithrena. 3 possessions for the Bulldogs. 3 buckets. They are at 46-38. Tyson Dobbins now. Again, bringing the ball back up court. All day. Going to try to get that one over to Nwosu, and he loses it. Elmer going for his second bucket in a row. And in the paint, Elmer Maithrena makes it a 12-point Douglas Bulldog lead, rather. Tyson Dobbins with it. They need some offense. They're going to double team him. Good job by Tyson Dobbins dribbling out of that. Pass over to the elbow. Ayala gets it into Alday, and that's Nwosu, and he's going to put that one in. Great ball movement again from Desert Christian. Anytime they get Alday to touch the ball, good things happen. 50-40, a 10-point lead. Diego Lopez, heat check three-pointer off the front of the rim. Tyson Dobbins coming back and wants to make it a single-digit deficit for the Desert Christian Eagles. This one's going to be out on Desert Christian. Going back up with the Douglas Bulldogs. Thank you for rejoining me here, folks. Douglas on top, 50-40. 6:02 to play in the third quarter. Oh, good drop step in. Oh, just no finish there for Raul Montano. Or Mauricio Alegria. Sorry, the second time I mixed them up. Alegria did everything right but the finish. And Diego Lopez is going to come away with another steal. All defensive team, Ryan Felix, thought about it, decided better of it. He did end the first half with that big three-pointer. Guerrero, good job keeping possession of that ball. Diego Lopez, top of the key, three ball. Diego Lopez up and good. 53-40. Douglas on top, 13-point lead, and that's going to be a great job there from Alegria. They're just letting Desert Christian know that it's not going to be easy. Nothing is going to be easy in this ball game. A 13-point lead, 53-40. Throws it inside all day. Doesn't even have to jump, and one. Samuel Alday off the backboard of Jansen for a three-point play, and to get this lead back down to 10 points. (53-42) your score. Alday makes it 53-43, a 10-point deficit for the Desert Christian Eagles. Ryan Felix bringing the ball up for Douglas. Samuel Nwasu on him. Oh, what a drive from Felix, but he can't finish at the rim. You don't say that often about Ryan Felix. This one's going to be up to Dobbins. Tyson Dobbins, he's going to go inside. What a finish from Tyson Dobbins, cutting the lead back down to 8. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor for the Douglas Bulldogs. Dave Docto, new head coach of the Douglas Bulldogs, wants to talk about this one. A 13-point lead erased and brought down quickly to 8 points by the Desert Christian Eagles. But this timeout does give me an opportunity to thank Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. If you have a loved one that struggles with any activities of daily living, give them a call today at 520-685-1035. Also brought to you by the Ed Morris Automotive Group. Drive in today and experience the difference. Ed Morris Automotive Group is going to be all about providing the best vehicle buying experience possible and connecting with the community. And I'll tell you, they connected with the community as they've given away $1,000 on their half-court shots through Cool FM so far this year. Might be time to rethink that financial investment there at Morse. Who knew we had so many ballers that weren't on basketball teams? Thank you as well to Barnett's Pro Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. And finally, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts, Sherry Ethel and her team. They're proud to support all our athletes across Cochise County, including Douglas, Arizona, where the Lady Bobcats became three-peat champions of the Benson Holiday Classic, and the Douglas Varsity Bulldogs, with an 8-point lead, looking to answer the girls' challenge and win one of their own. I did get a chance to say congratulations to Scarlett Ruiz and Francia Rubio. They're still in the building supporting the boys' team. Elmer Metrena gives it over to Diego Lopez. Good shifty ball handling from Lopez. He's going to find Ryan Felix. That one's going to be just a little bit left. He had the distance. Basketball's a game of inches, and that was 3 inches off to the left. A chance now again for Desert Christian. That's going to be a traveling, yeah. Could see that one. Samuel Nwasu couldn't get his, I don't know, playing foot? I don't know what to call it. Playing foot open in time. A risky pass there from Douglas, and they're going to turn this one over. 53-45, your score. 4:30 to play in this third quarter. Bringing the ball up court's going to be Fernando Ayala for Desert Christian. There's Nwasu. Tyson Dobbins. Baseline jumper up and good. Tyson Dobbins. Adrian Borges from the Bisbee Pumas said he's the one to watch, and I'll say he's got a shot like I was experienced with Kaylee Taylor earlier. Kaylee couldn't miss. Tyson's not missing. Speaking of not missing, Diego Lopez did miss that one. I might have jinxed that. Tyson Dobbins going to get it back up. It's only a 6-point game, and he's going to be fouled by Elmer Metrena. A chance to go to the line and cut this deficit down to 4 for the Desert Christian Eagles. This lead was 13 at one point for the Douglas Bulldogs, and since then, Desert Christian has got hot and gone on a run of their own. Dobbins. No good with the first one. I think that is Tyson Dobbins' first missed free throw of the game as Bruno Metrena coming in for Elmer. Can only imagine their brothers. They look the same too, to be honest with you. Dobbins up and good with the second one. So a 5-point Douglas lead as they get the ball. LA Gray gets this one over to the aforementioned Bruno, who just checked in. Ryan Felix over to Diego Lopez. He's open for three. Well, what a swat by Alday. Diego does come up with the ball again. Diego was nursing a little bit of an injury, but was able to get the ball. We're going to have another timeout in quick succession. The head coach, Dave Docto, and you can see the Desert Christian bench getting fired up after that offensive and defensive possession. Fingertip might have came in and poked Diego Lopez in the eye. But either which way, Douglas does retain possession and does take a timeout. That timeout will be brought to you by the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas that provide the highest quality of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Give them a call today to set up an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy. It's okay to talk ball. Not Bone Thugs and Harmony. You don't have to run through this one. I'd also like to thank Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction. Mike's Guarantee. You can find them on Facebook. And finally, thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. Quality from the ground up. You can find them on Facebook, and they serve all of Cochise County as well for all of your landscaping needs. So it's been a little bit of a run to answer the early onslaught of the third quarter by the Douglas Bulldogs from Desert Christian. Bruno Maitreina will start with the possession. Ball in his hands. Ryan Felix has it. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to pop it from there. He's going to use the screen. Gets it over to Diego Lopez. Drop step. Diego Lopez. Good feed to the inside, but Cazares just can't handle it. And that's going to be blocked again by Samuel Alday. Tyson Dobbins with it. Desert Christian playing much better defensive basketball. Dobbins thought he was fouled. No call. He's going to pop a three ball, and that will be a foul on Ryan Felix. 3 free throws going to Tyson Dobbins, who can cut this deficit to 2 points. Dobbins up and good with the first one. Now a 4-point game. We have a couple of substitutions coming on for the Douglas Bulldogs. Number 15, Haciel Maldonado's coming back in, and it looks like we're going to get Cesar Duran, number 2, for the first time tonight. I think Tyson Dobbins might have some blood or something going on his leg. So Dobbins, who has been a dog tonight for Desert Christian, going to get his leg taped up before he can shoot some more free throws. The stoppage and play allows me to thank Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. Go to gingerstitles.com. Everything the DMV does, just more efficiently. Thank you to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, located in the mall, or you can visit them at sierravistasoapcompany.com for all of your local handmade bath and body products. Thank you as well to Aloe Fiber. Aloe Fiber just starting to expand into Sierra Vista. You might see their trucks all around, putting together the infrastructure that will be a very welcomed internet change in Sierra Vista. Your new home for phone, TV, and internet, Aloe Fiber. Dobbins, yeah, that messed with him a little bit, so a chance now to cut it to a one-possession game with his third free throw. Mass substitutions coming in now for the Douglas Bulldogs. Guerrero's coming back into the game, Reynaldo Guerrero. And I think that's it, yeah. So just 3 substitutions, Three substitutions for the Douglas Bulldogs. Dobbins does cut this lead down to 3, a one-possession game. Desert Christian with the full court press. Cesar Duran beats it and get this one all the way up. And now Douglas setting up in their half-court offense. Looking for the open shot. There's Bruno Maitreina. Bruno's going to lose that ball out to Nwosu. Samuel Nwosu showing a lot of toughness, ripping that ball away. It will be called a jump ball, and we'll stay with the Douglas Bulldogs. Diego Lopez for the Bulldogs is going to take the inbounds pass. Duran with it now. They get it all the way over to Diego Lopez. 1 of the 3, thought better of it. He's going to slow it down just a little bit. And then kick it into high gear, but Lopez is going to lose that ball. That's going to be Payne, Cooper Payne. He's going to lose the ball. It's going to be knocked out and staying with Desert Christian. No. All right, we have two officials saying two different things. It's going to stay with Desert Christian. As long as they get it right. We don't care how long it takes, as long as they get it right. 53-50, 2:42 to play in the third quarter. Desert Christian a chance to tie this ball game. They were down 13 points to start the quarter. Allday gets it over to Dobbins. Wide open three from Tyson Dobbins, and he ties this ball game up. Number 5 being a thorn in the side of the Douglas Bulldogs right now. Good job by Bruno to get around, but no, Dobbins is there to take the interception, and that's going to be offensive foul on Samuel Nwasu. And we have the official score going in there. A little bit of a stoppage and play coming here for no reason. We have the Benson Bobcats varsity boys basketball team walking off the court right now. They have 6 minutes left to go in the third place game. Benson was down to St. David 38-30. Oops. All right. Just waiting for this game to get reset. 2:28 to play, 53-50. Ryan Felix with the ball. He's back into the game for the Douglas Bulldogs. And Cooper Payne's going to get that one. Oh, they're going to stop the play. Oh, timeout. Timeout from Desert Christian. Great play there from Cooper Payne, being a nuisance. 53-53, a 13-point lead erased. And now Desert Christian with all the momentum in the ball game. And we know all about basketball, folks. This is 1,000% momentum-based game. That's why they call it runs. Run is a term coined by bad. We're going on a run right now. I'm better than the Golden State Warriors, and right now, the Desert Christian Eagles. This timeout is brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community, and Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. Call today at 520-685-1035. Tense times now for our Cochise County fans. Douglas Bulldogs had a 13-point lead in this third quarter, and it has been erased behind the sharp shooting of number 5, Tyson Dobbins. Let's not lose credit to Cooper Payne, to Logan Benson, Samuel Nwasu, and Samuel Allday, who have been dogs doing all the dirty work and getting Tyson Dobbins open looks especially. This one's going to be up for 3, and the lead in and out. No good. Rebound coming to Diego Lopez. That was Fernando Ayala with a three-point opportunity. He does not connect. Diego Lopez double-teamed over to Ryan Felix. Throwing this one up. Elmer Maitreina back in the ball game for the Douglas Bulldogs. Elmer wants to go to the paint. Drives. Ryan Felix open three ball. That's going to be short. But he's going to follow his own miss, throw it to the inside. Ball's going to be knocked around. Durant can't handle it, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a big one, and whoever gets the number called, if it's on Felix, and it is on Ryan Felix. I think that might be his 4th foul of the game, 3rd or 4th for Ryan Felix. That's going to be tough. And also, Desert Christian now in the bonus and a chance to take the lead. Logan Benson, very fitting that in the Benson Holiday Classic, someone with the name Benson comes up to take the lead in the championship game. Benson up and good with the first one. You can see Desert Christian has Samuel Allday all the way back for no easy transition buckets for the Douglas Bulldogs. Both free throws in, and Desert Christian has their first lead of the second half. This one's going to be Ryan Felix. He's going to throw it over. The drive on the inside. Good job there by Guerrero, I think. Yeah, Reynaldo Guerrero to tie the ball game up and under. 55-55, your score. That's going to be Cooper Payne with a Euro step in the lane. Not the easiest of looks, but Cooper Payne able to get that one in. Fast and furious action. Tyson Dobbins is going to steal this one for Desert Christian. He's going to go in the lane. He's going to be fouled. And one for Tyson Dobbins. 59-55, the biggest lead for Desert Christian, and Tyson Dobbins going to the line trying to make it a 5-point advantage for the Eagles. These free throws brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group at Sierra Vista. Drive in today and experience the difference. Dobbins up and good. The substitution coming in for the Douglas Bulldogs, Raul Montano coming back in. 1:21 to play in the third quarter, 60-55. Douglas Bulldogs have been silenced in transition. Desert Christian not allowing any easy transition buckets. And it's time for this half-court offense to get it done. They have been getting it done all night. It was Ryan Felix to start us off. He had 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and then Diego Lopez has started to heat up. But since then, it's been all Desert Christian. Reynaldo Guerrero, he's going to be fouled, it looks like. 1:14 to play, 60-55. Desert Christian still on top. Felix over to Lopez. Diego Lopez with the ball. He's going to drive. Elbow jumper from Diego Lopez, just short. Tyson Dobbins with the rebound, doing everything for these Eagles. You know, he wants to attack the basket. He's going to do just that. Goes up, off the glass. Tyson Dobbins, a tough finish, and it's going to be Cooper again, getting the turnover. That's the third time the Bulldogs have thrown away the inbounds pass after a bucket, and a chance for another 4-point play for the Desert Christian Eagles. Cooper Payne going to the line to shoot 2, a 7-point Desert Christian lead, 62-55. Amber Ramirez in the chat says that number 5 from Desert Christian is a beast of a kid. Absolutely. Speaking of beast, there's Keelan Payne, formerly of the Benson Bobcats, walking in front of your screen. Ooh, Cooper wildly off on that first one. So still just a 7-point lead for the Desert Christian Eagles. Up and no good with the second one. Cooper going to follow his own rebound. Tyson Dobbins for 3 and a dagger. Tyson Dobbins fouled by Ryan Felix, and a chance for a 4-point play. Douglas Bulldogs hanging their head after that one. Oh my God, Ali. 65-55, this game has been flipped on its head, and a chance for a 4-point play from superstar Tyson Dobbins. 52.6 seconds to go in this third quarter. Can he convert? He cannot, but still great possession there. 5-point possession for Desert Christian. And they're going to stick with this full court press that seems to be giving Douglas Bulldogs a lot of trouble. Matereno is going to lose possession. It's going to be Dobbins to the rack, and he is going to be fouled by Raul Montano. Douglas have to calm this one down. They've let this game get away from them. It's a 10-point lead now for the Desert Christian Eagles. It was a 13-point lead in the third quarter. A 23-point swing for the Eagles of Desert Christian behind number 5 at the line. Tyson Dobbins up and good with his first. These free throws brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, call the real estate expert Sherry Ethel and her team. 67-55, a 12-point lead. Douglas finally beating the trap. It's going to be Guerrero to silence everything. There we go. Reynaldo Guerrero finally gets some semblance for the Douglas Bulldogs. 67-58 now. It's a 9-point game, and it's going to be a travel on 22, Cooper Payne. But now Desert Christian, they have a substantial lead. They have to play a little bit more in control now. Elmer Matereno, he's going to drive on the inside. Can't get it to go. Tyson Dobbins, 16 seconds with the rebound. Dobbins going quickly. Dribbling through everybody. He's going to get this one up to Ayala. Back over to Dobbins. You can see Douglas paying attention to Tyson Dobbins. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Dobbins gets this one over to Fernando Ayala for 3. No good. But what a quarter for the Desert Christian Eagles. 67-58. They take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter against the Douglas Bulldogs. This intermission is going to be brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. And also brought to you by the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas that provide the highest level of support to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Give them a call today to make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy. Thank you as well to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Big Mike is veteran-owned and operated with your satisfaction guaranteed. Find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Thank you as well to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Grasshopper serves all of Cochise County for all of your landscaping needs. That buzzer lets us know that we are ready to get this action underway. And we have incredible talent all over the court. Which one is going to answer the call, put the team on their back, and be crowned champions of the Benson Holiday Classic Tournament? Queen in the background saying, "We will rock you." Hopefully Mark Zuckerberg doesn't kick me off of my Facebook live stream because that's playing very loudly. I could mute it, but what's the fun in that? Ayala. There's Tyson Dobbins. You see two people immediately getting to him, but he drives through, finds an open Cooper Payne. Cooper decides not to shoot. The clock is on their side. He is going to drive in the lane, put up one, and Cooper Payne will not go away. Follows his own shot again. Two people with eyes on Tyson Dobbins. He's going to get that over to Ayala. Dobbins now finds himself an open three-pointer. Tyson Dobbins again, 70-58. The kid does not miss. Douglas needs to find an offense. Maithrena is going to throw this one away. Tyson Dobbins, who's been on fire since the third quarter, puts that up and in. 72-58, a 14-point Desert Christian lead. Elmer Maithrena, who's going to be dribbling in between a double team on that one. They're going to get the foul called. 7:12 to play in this ball game, and it's been in the Tyson Dobbins show here in the second half. 72-58, a 14-point lead. Where's Diego Lopez? Where's Ryan Felix? The two superstars for the Douglas Bulldogs have to produce right now. Elmer Maithrena, he's going to go to the inside. That's a nice calming basket for the Douglas Bulldogs. At some point, you just need to see the ball go in the net, and that's exactly what happened. There's Tyson Dobbins. Even with all the attention the Bulldogs are giving him, he's able to find his open shot. He's going to be checked by Montano. Raul Montano. Good defense by him, forcing the ball out of Dobbins' hands. Desert Christian, no shot clock. Content to dribble this one out, and why wouldn't they be? That one's going all the way up to Logan Benson at the top of the key. Benson's going to drive on the inside, and we're going to get a foul on Douglas. You're going to call number 5? There is no 5. Oh, there is a 5 on there. I saw number 5 go up, and that's going to be Mauricio Alegria for the Douglas Bulldogs, 72-60. There's that inbounds play that they love so much. Dobbins being guarded by Montano. Good defense from Montano and a good job to meet him at the rim, but the smallest man on the court with another offensive rebound. Cooper Payne, this one's going to be out, going to the Douglas Bulldogs. 6:19 to play in this ball game. A 12-point Desert Christian Eagles lead. Desert Christian just went on the biggest run of the game, and now the Douglas Bulldogs have to answer. There's very little room for error now. Diego Lopez throws this one up, and that's going to be a turnover. I said little room for error, and they didn't get the memo, as Benson's going to bring this one up court. There's Cooper Payne. Oh, there's going to be a foul called on Raul Montano. Douglas looking a little bit shell-shocked on the bench. Ryan Felix is on that bench as well, as Montano comes off the court. This one's going to be up for Ayala, and that's going to be way off. Cesar Duran got the rebound, but throws it away. Now Douglas a chance to answer, to cut this to single digits. Lopez for three. Diego Lopez off the back iron and no good. Desert Christian bringing the ball back. And there's Tyson Dobbins with it. Tyson Dobbins, I think he's been playing the entire game, to be honest with you. I haven't seen him off the court. He can pop that range. He's got Maithrena right on him. He's got a screen. Now Duran on him. Two Bulldogs on him. Good job getting the ball away. They're going to work it around the perimeter. That's going to be Payne going to the inside, a little bit out of control, and that's going to be a foul on Cooper Payne. Cooper Payne, an obvious football player, the way he throws his body around. Those are my kind of favorite players, folks, let me tell you. You can turn basketball into football, I'm all for it. (72-60) your score. Good job from Dan the Man. All the way back in Sierra Vista, putting on this broadcast for everybody. Able to keep up with the score. I talk fast during basketball season. That's going to be a foul on Benson as Matereno brings the ball back up court for the Douglas Bulldogs. Who I believe is Cazares, and to take the inbounds pass for the Douglas Bulldogs. Number 23 in my roster. He's wearing number 22 in this tournament. Elmer Materena driving to the inside. Ball's going to be loose. Gathered by the Bulldogs. He's got Guerrero. He thinks better of it. He tries to do it all himself. Elmer Materena worked a good shot, but a tough finish could not go in. 5 minutes still, a 12-point Desert Christian Eagles lead. Desert Christian needing a lot of clock. Fernando Ayala throws that one in the corner, and it finds itself to Tyson Dobbins again. Diego Lopez on him, gets by. The floater in the lane. Dobbins, a rare miss. They're going to get Diego Lopez on that foul. Offensive rebound by Samuel Alday. Desert Christian has a very simple inbounds play. Throw it up to Alday. From Dobbins. Dobbins goes to the elbow and shoots a three-pointer. And generally connects after that, to be honest with you. Not using it this time. They do throw it into Alday. Can't handle it. Dobbins is going to save not just the ball, but the Desert Christian offensive possession. Landon Thigpen works it around. Alday couldn't get that one to go. That's going to be a jump ball. Cesar Durant fighting for it. Possession arrow going to the Douglas Bulldogs. 4:32 to play, a 12-point game. The Golden State Warriors have taught us that no game in basketball is ever out of reach. But the Douglas Bulldogs having a lot of trouble just bringing the ball up court. They need to start getting this offense clicking, and that's not going to do it. Tyson Dobbins is going to bring the ball up court for the Desert Christian Eagles, and he's going to get the blocking call going to the line to shoot two. This free throw is going to be brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community, and Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living all across Cochise and Santa Cruz County. There's Dominic Villa walking right in front of us. Benson Bobcats, all Cochise and first team, maybe second team. Not everyone was a first teamer on our preseason. There's that pass to Dobbins for three, just off the back iron. So, yeah, he is human. That's what we just found out from those last two shots from Tyson Dobbins. Materena with the ball. They've got to get something. They got to get it quickly. And that's going to be a foul on the Desert Christian Eagles. Didn't see much in that. 4:07 to play. Ryan Felix for the Douglas Bulldogs still on the bench. I wonder if he may be in foul trouble or may have fouled out. Right now, the Douglas Bulldogs need every sharpshooter they have. Popping some three-pointers up. Bruno Materena gets it over to Elmer. They try to work it to Diego. Tyson Dobbins, Mr. Do Everything, stop that entry pass. Bruno, baseline jumper. Samuel Alday says, you can't challenge me on that one. Alday's got about 2 feet on Bruno. Didn't even have to jump for that rejection. Samuel Alday for Desert Christian, just a sophomore, by the way. Diego Lopez from Curry range off the back iron, no good. Tyson Dobbins, Mr. Do Everything there for the rebound. Tyson Dobbins going to be checked by both Materenas. That's going to leave Nwosu open. Good defense from Douglas to get the ball. And now Bruno's going to dribble past a few. They have numbers. Elmer Materena, he's going to drive in the paint. Tough floater up and no good. Rebound going to go to the Douglas Bulldogs, but only momentarily. The putback not in. The second putback. What a great job there fighting by Cazares. Undersized and out, man. He's able to put that one in and cut this lead back down to 10 points, 72-62. That's going to be Benson open for three. That could be a dagger. No good, but Tyson Dobbins with the dagger of an offensive rebound. And you can hear that draws the ire of the Douglas Bulldog fans. And that's going to be Nwasu again, Samuel Nwasu. He's already got his NBA game down, but unfortunately, just got to wait a few years for that before you could just walk with the ball. Matarena, he's going to be fouled by Nwasu. I think it was Nwasu. I'm getting the number right now. No, they're actually going to call that one on 25, Fernando Ayala. But Elmer's going to put Douglas in the bonus, and they're going to go to the line to shoot two. So every little bit helps. But they have to convert the free throws to come back in this one. First one up and good from Elmer. Elmer desperately trying to get his team back into this and makes both these free throws. He's been a man possession this fourth quarter. The lead now cut down to single digits. 8-point lead for Desert Christian against the Douglas Bulldogs, and Douglas is going to work. Oh, it's a timeout. I was going to say jump ball. Possession was going to stay with Desert Christian either way. But as my co-broadcaster, Dave Davies, tells me all the time, that possession arrow, you always wanted to go in your favor. But in the air tonight by Phil Collins. Tonight, folks, is brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Drive in today and experience the difference with Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive. Their mission is to make your vehicle buying experience the best it possibly can. Thank you as well to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert Sherry Ethel and her team at 717. I don't know what. I don't have the number in front of me. But make your first call to the Sherry Ethel, to the real estate expert Sherry Ethel and her team. Realty. I know the area code 717. Lost the ad read this today. Still doing a good job, I think. Benson with the ball, gets it over to Nwasu. Ayala with it. Nwasu on the inside. He had a shot. Tyson Dobbins has a shot. This is maturity from this Desert Christian team. And it looks like the ball's going to be thrown away, but it's going to be a foul called on Elmer Matarena. That's going to send Dobbins to the line to try to get this lead back to double digits. These free throws are going to be brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963, and the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas provide the highest level of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. First one up and no good from Tyson Dobbins. Second one from Dobbins. Good. So still single digits, just a 9-point lead for Desert Christian, but 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Good job here following from Bruno. Bruno's going to go all the way. Bruno Matarena, too strong off the glass. That could have been a great bucket. And the ball's going to be turned over, fought for by Cazares. Cazares looking for an option. We're going to have a timeout by head coach Dave Doctor of the Douglas Bulldogs. The game is not over. The fight is still in these Bulldogs. Boy, that music is loud and very copyrighted. Let me tell you, what a game we have to close out our Benson Holiday Classic. If you missed the championship girls game earlier, that was won by the Douglas Lady Bulldogs very convincingly. It was a close first quarter, 13-11. And then Francia Rubio, Scarlett Ruiz and company, and Carolina Aguiano really came alive and just took that game over. We talk about Francia, we talk about Scarlett all the time. But when Carolina was on the bench in foul trouble, that was a 2-point game. And when she was able to play, that's when you had the 30-point victory for the Douglas. 73-64. As I just continue to talk over this copyrighted music. And this timeout's brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Putting the boot on bugs since sometime. Dave will know. Big Mike's veteran owned and operated and guarantees your satisfaction. You can find him on Facebook. And brought to you by the Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Grasshopper serves all of Cochise County for all of your landscaping needs. I think Ryan Felix might have fouled out of this ball game. 2:21 to play. He was in foul trouble very early on. That's going to be on the shoulders of Diego Lopez and company. Diego throws that one all the way back. And here's that pressure from Desert Christian that's got them back into this ball game. Bruno Maturana gets it over to Diego Lopez in the corner. You know he wants to pop that three ball. It's going to be Bruno popping the three ball from the top of the key. Off the side iron and no good. This is going to stay with the Douglas Bulldogs. 2:07 to play, a 9-point game. Douglas missing the offensive output from Ryan Felix desperately in this one. Diego Lopez, he's going to get a little bit open. He's going to pop that three ball. Diego Lopez, that's what they needed. He cuts this lead down to 6 now for the Douglas Bulldogs. And Diego Lopez with the steal. Diego, he wants to take it all the way up and in. No foul called after the contact. That's the second Jordanez layup I've seen from Diego Lopez. And the ball's another turnover, so Diego Lopez, 5 points in under 10 seconds, and now just a 4-point deficit for the Douglas Bulldogs as they try to come back into this one. 73-69 your score. Dan, just to let you know, they get it over to Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez is feeling it. He is very hot right now. He's going to pop a three ball for the Heat, checking off the side iron, no good. But that's going to be Bruno Maturana who knocked the ball momentarily away from Ayala. Desert Christian with a minute 30, able to reset. And boy, did they need one. Ayala's going to be met by Bruno at half court. And that's going to be a timeout from Desert Christian. As we do have a young fan right in front of us, I think a Douglas Bulldog fan. Right next to the equipment. She just wants in on the action. Hey, I got a fan, that's for sure. She's still close to us. You gotta love toddlers, man. I have a couple of my own. 1:26 to play, 73-69 your score. Douglas had a chance to snatch all momentum behind a Diego Lopez three, but it just went off the side iron, and now Desert Christian with a chance to reset and recompose, to be honest with you. This timeout is brought to you by Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door for driver's licenses, IDs, written and road testing, and more. They're now open on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also visit gingerstitles.com. A couple come on Bulldogs in the chat. 1:26 to play, crunch time. The witching hour if you're a fan of the NFL Red Zone channel, 73-69. Officials get together. Very good officiated game, I must say. In Cochise County, we let a lot of contact go, and that's the kind of basketball that I appreciate. If someone's throwing their body in there, you can't call a foul on the defense. The official didn't like something on the inside, but we are ready to go. There's Tyson Dobbins. He's been quiet during this Douglas Bulldog run. Let's see if he can't get it to go again. Gets by Bruno Maturana. Bruno, good job tracking back the double team. Samuel Nwosu, they're going to play keep away. Desert Christian content to play keep away. There's no shot clock. There's a minute 13 to go now. Dobbins with the ball. He gets it to Nwosu. That's all day. Samuel all day baseline jumper up and good. Gets this lead back to 6 points. Should be 7 points, I think. I don't know. Diego Lopez with the ball, under a minute to play. Diego Lopez gets that one over. The drive by Guerrero on the inside. Out to Bruno Maturana. This could be big, and it's in! Maturana makes it a 3-point lead. Deficit, I should say, for the Douglas Bulldogs, 75-72. Tyson Dobbins with it. Tyson Dobbins avoids the contact again, goes underneath, and it's going to be a shooting foul. Tyson Dobbins at the rim. Douglas Bulldogs don't like that. A 3-point lead for Desert Christian, 75-72. Tyson Dobbins. They scored 75 points. I think he might have 70 of them at the line. What a ball game. What a job here from Douglas to come back. They were down big. Tyson Dobbins, big free throw, makes it a four-point game. It's just 2 possessions. These free throws brought to you by the Sierra Vista Soap Company. You find them in the mall or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. They make bath and body products locally made. Rebound's going to be loose. It's going to be Cooper Payne fighting for it on the inside. We have a jump ball possession arrow to Desert Christian, which goes back to previously in the fourth quarter when we had a jump ball opportunity Good timeout from Desert Christian. Keep the possession arrow to their side. There's Samuel Alday with it. Gets it over to Cooper. And that's going to be a foul by Bruno Materena. Cooper Payne is going to go to the line. Speaking of Payne, every time I say Cooper Payne, there's Keelan Payne walking into your screen. Former Benson Bobcat. He was dunking for us at halftime. Desert Christian not in the bonus. Oh, they are in the bonus. Cooper Payne has struggled from the free throw line, so it was a smart foul from the Douglas Bulldogs. Basically, anyone but number 5 at the free throw line is good for the Bulldogs right now. 27 seconds to play. 76-72 your score. Cooper Payne up and no good with the first one. I think Cooper Payne is yet to make a free throw in this game. Payne up and good with the second one. Timeout Douglas Bulldogs, 77-72, a 5-point Desert Christian lead. And for the very last time, folks, I'd like to thank Aloe Fiber for sponsoring our Cool FM Live sports streams. Aloe Fiber is your new home for TV, internet, and phone. Call them today, become an Aloe Fiber fan. Love that song, to be honest with you. Amber Ramirez in the chat says, miss that kid. Wish we still had Payne with us in Benson. Yeah, and Keelan Payne actually grew 2 inches, and he was dunking with ease. And I talked to Keelan Payne at halftime. He wishes he was still a Douglas or Benson Bobcat. Really misses the families in town for the holiday breaks coming up. Happy holidays, everybody, in this holiday classic. Desert Christian 77-72. Douglas need to work an easy basket, but that's going to be tough with big number 55, Samuel Alday, protecting the rim for the Desert Christian Eagles. Bruno Materena is going to bring the ball up court. Materena gets by Alday, goes to the rim and can't convert. Ball's going to fall all the way out to Diego Lopez for 3. Diego Lopez cuts the lead down to 2. It's going to be Tyson Dobbins. Tyson Dobbins dribbling through a couple of Bulldogs. Waste a couple more seconds. 11 seconds on the clock, 77-75. Diego Lopez sharp shooting with a big three-pointer to cut this lead down to 2. Tyson Dobbins, a chance to make it a 2-possession game again at 4 points. Dobbins, a very good free throw shooter, has missed a couple here in the second half. Up and no good with the first one. No matter what, it's a 1-possession game, and Diego Lopez is chomping at the bit to put another 3-pointer up. First things first. Douglas Bulldogs have to box out and get this rebound too many times, especially on free throws. Never mind Desert Christian, who have done a great job offensive rebounding, are going to play defense. And if the ball doesn't go in, they're not going to try to challenge. Dobbins does make his second. 3-point ball game. Timeout. Douglas Bulldogs. I think that might be, nope, they have one more left after this. 11 seconds. 78-75. The score here. I don't know how Douglas got back from this ball game. But basketball is so fun to watch. It's a game of runs, and all of a sudden you don't understand how it happened, but we have a 1-possession game with 11 seconds. All I know is that whatever happened, it was Diego Lopez that made it happen. The kid is a monster. And he's finally got that 3-pointer working here in the Benson Holiday Classic. He chose the right time to break it out. He was missing a couple in the games I broadcast, but not this one. Diego Lopez putting the team on his back. You can be rest assured that there's going to be 3 or 4 people for the Desert Christian Eagles watching number 1 at the 3-point line. 78-75. Bruno Materena is going to bring the ball up for the Douglas Bulldogs. Materena. They're looking for Lopez. Lopez, 5 seconds, puts it up. Diego Lopez off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound, going to go to Nwasu. And Samuel Nwasu is going to be fouled with 0.7 seconds to go. Diego Lopez was that close to tying the ball game up. 0.7 seconds. Douglas with no timeouts left. In the bonus, Samuel Nwasu is going to go to the line to try to ice this game for the Desert Christian Eagles. Tough look from Lopez. Almost got it to go. I was just going to tell him to shoot it right when you get it because he is on fire. Unfortunately, couldn't get a clean open look. Great defense from Desert Christian on that. Not to be lost in my rambling. Wosu up and no good with the first one. 0.7 seconds. It's not over. Look at that. Ayala for Desert Christian comes up just to mark Diego Lopez. So he can't get a heave off. Wasu up and no good with the second one. Materreno puts it up, and that's going to do it. The Desert Christian Eagles are your champions here at the Benson Holiday Classic. A valiant effort from the Douglas Bulldogs. The Desert Christian still undefeated against our Cochise County teams. Folks, stay tuned. We have awards and the top 3 teams to be announced after the game here for the boys. And again, the Desert Christian Eagles, your champions at the Benson Holiday. So Douglas, champions of the girls tournament, are going to have to come away with half the trophies. Just to refresh before we get the boys all tournament team up. The all tournament team for the girls: Alyssa Lopez from the Bisbee Pumas, Rachel Thursby from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. I think it's Dana Alvarez, but it's Alvarez, the freshman for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, was also a part of it. Douglas saw Scarlett Ruiz and Francia Rubio make the all-tournament team, and MVP Kaylee Taylor from the Benson Bobcats. So momentarily, folks, we will get all of our recognitions squared away for the boys. Stick around and see the honorees.
St. David Tigers.
St. David Tigers won the third place game against the Benson Bobcats over in the other gym.
Great tournament by St. David once again. Always a tough team. Great job, guys. Third place given up one more time for the St. David Tigers. All right. Let's get the second place team in here. The Douglas Bulldogs. This year. Hope to see you back again. Definitely great team, great team. Well done. Second place, Douglas Bulldogs. All right, guys, you guys slide to your left. Slide to your left. So we're going to get a big picture with everybody. All right. Another team, first timer here in Benson. Welcome. Great job. Excellent team. Desert Christian Eagles, first place.
Someone talk over this copyrighted music. Congratulations to the Desert Christian Eagles, champions here at the Benson Holiday Classic. Amazing, absolutely amazing tournament. Love to broadcast all the select games on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to support the businesses that support your community, folks. So next year we can come here and broadcast every game going off on both gyms. How great would that be, huh?
All right, well done, boys. Please slide together. All 3 teams get you in there with one picture. Scooch in there. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for these three great teams: St. David Tigers, Douglas Bulldogs, and Benson Christian Eagles. Great job. All right, fans, players, don't go too far. We're going to do our all-tournament team.
And here comes the all-tournament team here at the Benson Holiday Classic.
Lots of great players in this tournament, of course.
The first one was
Remember these
our whole Cochise team for the ladies.
And officials. So let's start off with one of the boys from Bisbee's not here today. Number 3, I think you can give it up for Sebastian Lopez.
Sebastian Lopez at the Ed Doherty Award ceremony for the Arizona Football Heisman.
Hunter Wright.
And number 4, Hunter Wright. Congratulations, Hunter. I don't think he's here. 2 Bisbee Pumas on the all-tournament team.
All right, one more player here from Benson. Number 4, Dominic Villa.
Dominic Villa from the Benson Bobcats. I'll coach easy in point guard. He's here somewhere. There he is.
All-tournament team from Douglas. Number 1, Diego Lopez.
Yeah, no kidding. Diego Lopez put on a show tonight and all-tournament. Ryan Felix fouled out, put the team on his back, and almost pulled out the victory for the Douglas Bulldogs.
Next, from Desert Christian, number 5, Tyson Dobbins.
Yeah, no kidding. Tyson Dobbins. All tournament, he should be MVP, to be honest with you.
48-point game. Give it up for Tyson Dobbins.
Tyson Dobbins had 48 points, folks, in this championship game. I said 70. I was just a little off.
Earlier, the MVP was given out to, from Baba Kibri, number 24, was Cade Whitneck.
Kane Whitneck, earlier one MVP for the boys from Bobby Kivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. This was a great tournament. Hope to see everybody back again next year. 3 long days, great tournament, excellent play. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live. And
Drive safe.
for joining us all weekend for our coverage of the Benson Holiday Classic. For Dave Davies and Dan Power, I am Paul Quarter. And we will see you next time.